All right, so to get the NeRF, all I did was place the AR and I walked around the objects like this. Okay, so let me just get this straight. So you want to have like a John Wick-esque scene in an operating room, and you need that for end of day as a pre-visual shot and give the actors and stuff to walk around so they can see what it's going to look like for all the action and stuff, right? Okay, director person, I'm on it. Hey, I'm Will McReynolds. I'm going to show you how you can take WorldCAST and Luma AI and be able to create a quick scene for pre-visuals so you can walk somebody through the room. Okay, so that's or through a scene. Let's do this. So you can go to studio.worldcast.io. I'm just going to share my screen here. So you can go to studio.worldcast.io. If you've never been here before, follow the other tutorials. We're going to bomb through this, and this is going to be based on you having watched previous tutorials in many ways. So I'm just going to go select Showcast. We're going to call this JW Hospital. John Wick now gets his own hospital. It's not actually John Wick. Don't want to get any copyright stuff. So we're going to go to feet in this case. Let's go 8 feet. Let's go create. Now we could use the directly integrated Sketchfab. In this case, I've actually already downloaded the models. I'm just going to drag and drop the university operating room. So we can see what it looks like before we actually bring it in. I'm just going to go proceed. This arrow at the bottom is where you stand as the user. So you can help it. It helps you understand when you place it in front of you for the first time how it's going to look or which way it's going to face. So in this case, I'm going to rotate it around because I want the opposite corner of the room to be where I'm going to place the content. In this case, since we're not actually worried about reality too much, we're not going to worry about actually making this true world scale like we usually would. We're just using this for previs, right? So I'm just going to drag in this other content real quick. And it's kind of like a John Wick looking scene. We're going to turn off the animation when it comes in because this is going to be a static shot, okay? So let's just turn off the animation first. Let's just scale this down. We'll kind of find a reference point in the room to make them look a little bit more believable in the environment. All right, we're just going to place them over here. We're rotating them around because we're going to get a really cool cinematic kind of shot. Let's go about maybe here. It's going to kind of get a pre-visual of what this is going to look like. Cool. All right, I'm good with that. So we are going to go save and publish. We're going to scan this QR code. We'll open up the content. And all we have to do is just place it in our room, and we're going to do a screen recording. And we're going to upload that screen recording to Luma AI to generate the NeRF. There's the scene. Easily walk around instead of having to crouch down. This way I can film it easier. So now we can see the content is exactly how I want to see it. All right, so to get the NeRF, all I did was place the AR and I walked around the objects like this. Now, the more you do, the more detail you will get in the actual resulting NeRF. I just did a quick example for my tutorial, but you can also use AR to actually mimic the actual scene itself. So watch this. This is a shot that I'm actually going to do in the NeRF using the camera controls in Luma. But if you had real-time scenario where you're using the AR itself in the environment, you could mimic the exact movement too. So I'll come around, I'll go through here, I'll quickly turn around, and I'll come around, and I'll go up this way, right? And then I'll pull back. That's how the shot's actually going to look when I'm done it, but it didn't exactly, but this allows you to do it in real time, but you'll never get those same motions exactly every time you do it, right? So the camera controls in Luma AI allow you to get those really cool cinematic effects, even though the result isn't going to look exactly as good as this does right here like that, right? So you can get all that detail. I just want to elaborate on that. Now, but the more work you do on capturing the NeRF itself, you'll get that detail. I just didn't put the effort in. All right, I'm now taking the captured footage on my phone. I'm just going to call this JW, and we're going to go select the file, and we're just going to go upload. Oh, I got to put another thing here. Minimum 3 characters. 2 won't work. So let's go upload. All right, here we are with the final result in Luma AI. So I can pan around. I've already created my camera path, so if I hit play, I can see it go through. In this case, I'm just going to go first person. So of course we're doing like, you know, and you can adjust all this to make it faster and slower and rotate the camera. I'm not going to go crazy on this. I'm going to leave it to the creatives to actually come up with really cool things. But I just did a kind of cool loop through where I came through just to show I could go through objects. So there's that, and here's the final result. Let's just bring up the actual video. So here's the final rendered NeRF. Now, if I would have took more time to scan the room, I would have had more detail as well, right? If I would have stepped back a little bit further and got a little bit more extra detail, I would have got a lot more of the hospital room. But this is good enough for an example, for a tutorial, and to show how you can take WorldCAST and Luma AI, scan with AR, and do some previs work for some quick storyboarding. The whole process on this only took me in actual time about 30 minutes, and it was about half an hour on the server for it to do this part on Luma's server. So an hour tops, right? To be able to pull off this quick storyboard and this previs to get this to come up with unique angles that you can go through things and do different things. So that's what's cool about it. Anyway, as always, I cannot wait to see what you create.